सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावदिभ्या निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनः उरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावत् भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्त भाग्यं जनानाम् बाहुद्वन्द्वेन रत्नोज्ज्वलवलय भृता शोणपाणिप्रवाळेनोपाता वेणुनाळी प्रसृतनखमयूखाङ्गुली सङ्गशारा कृत्वा वक्त्रारविन्दे सुमधुरविकसद् रागमुद्भाव्य मानैः शब्दब्रह्मामृतैः त्वं शिशिरितभुवनैः सिञ्च मे कर्णवीथि.
Guru Pavanapure Hantabhagyam Jananam. Namaskaram to all the Astikas. We have been witnessing the greatness that is attached to Bhagavatam through the eyes of Bhaṭṭatiri in Śrīman Nārāyaṇīyam. Here comes the Dashakam, where there is a retrieval of two sets of children. One, retrieval of the children that once Devaki had lost, retrieval of the children that once a Brahmana of Dwaraka had lost. Both of them have been combined in this Dashakam. Pragevacharya putra kriti nishamanaya sviya shat sunu viksham kankshantya maturuktya sutala bhuvi balim prapyate narchitasvam datushapadhiranyan vidakashipu bhavan shaurijan kamsabhagnan aniyainan pradarshya swapadamanayathas purvaputran marichehe uktya matuhu. At the words of your mother, when your mother had such things, which is Devaki, Acharya Putrakriti Nishamanaya, after having heard that you had brought the death sons of your Guru Mata, your real mother, who is Devaki, Kankshantyaha Prak Yeva, she too was desirous for a very long time, Sviyashat Sunu Viksham, to see those 6 children whom she had lost earlier, Tvam Prapya Balim Sutala Bhuvi. To accomplish that unfulfilled dream of your mother, you went to Sutala Lokam, where Mahabali was placed, Architaha Tena Aniya Yenan, and being duly honored by him, brought them. So you brought them back. Purva Putrane Marichehe, these children who were once the sons of Marichi, Hiranyanvita Kashipu Bhavan, later was born as the sons of Hiranyakashipu, Shapat Dhatuhu, because of the curse from Brahma, Shaurijan Kamsabhagnan, they were born as the sons of Vasudeva and they were killed by Kamsa. Pradarshya, after showing them, Anayathaha Swapadam, and then you then take them back to that particular place where they were supposed to go to. So Devaki lost the children. Upon hearing Sandipani's children's retrieval, she requested Krishna. Krishna brought these children back, showed them to Devaki, and then sent them to the respective lokam. Shrutadeva iti shrutam dvijendram bahulashvam nripatim cha bhakti purnam yugapatvam anugrihitu kamo mithilam prapitha tapasai sametah. Anugrihitu kamaha dvijendram, being desirous of getting the blessing of a great Brahmana. Shrutam Shrutadevaha iti, who was called as Shrutadeva. People had heard that he was called Shrutadeva. Nripatim cha Bahulashvam Bhakti Purnam, and the king of Bahulashva, who was a great devotee. Yugapatritvam Prapitha Mithilam. Hey Bhagavan, hey Krishna, to see that Shrutadeva and Bahulashva, you reached Mithila Pradesham, Sametaha Tapasaihi. You didn't go alone. You took all the hermits, the tapasvis along. Sametaha Tapasaihi. Gachan Dvimurtir Ubhayor Yugapanniketam Ekena Bhuri Vibhavai Vihitopacharaha Anyena Tadhi Nibritaischa Phalaudanaadhyaihi tulyam prasedita dadathacha muktimabhyam tvam dvimurtihi gachan. You took, assuming two forms and reaching Yugapat Niketam Ubhayoho, at the same time the abodes of both of them. Vihitopacharaha, you were honored. As you were honored, Bhuri Vibhavaihi Ekena, with plenty of rich offerings by the one. Rich offerings were given, and the abodes of both of them were honored with plenty of rich offerings by the one who is the king. Phaloda nadyehi tadan taddina nibhritaihi. So different kinds of fruits and rice were collected on that very day. Cha anyena, by the other Brahmana. Tvam tulyam prasedita abhyam, you were equally pleased with both of them. Dadatha muktim cha, you gave moksham to them, thereby granting moksham. Jangama parijata, you went to their place and gave moksham. Bhuyo tadvaravatyam dvijatanayamritim Tatpralapan apitvam kova daivam nirundhyaditi kila kathayan vishvavodhapya sodhaha jishnor garvam vinetum tvai manujadhiya kunthitam chasya buddhim tatvarudham vidhatum paramatma pada prekshane neti manye atha api vishvavodha. Oh, though you are the supporter of this entire universe, tvam kila arsodhaha, and though being the supporter of the universe, asodaha, you put up with bhuyaha dvija tanaya mritim dvaravatyam. Now, there were some frequent deaths that were occurring of newly born children associated with a Brahmana in Dwaraka. Though you know the cause of everything, though you can support everything, though you can give asylum to everything, you were just being witness to all of this. Tvam kila asodhaha bhuyaha dvija tanaya mritim dvaravatyam. Dvaravatyam dvijaha. He was a Brahmana who belonged to your territory. Dvija tanaya mritim. In that state, you were just witness to his children dying all of a sudden. Tat pralapan api iti kathayan, and there were frequent lamentations, soliloquies. This Brahmana would just keep crying. In the Tamil language, there is a word called voppari. So that lamentation when somebody dies is very deep. So this Brahmana would keep on doing that. Tat pralapan api iti kathayan kaha va nirundhyat deivam. To which that Brahmana would come and ask Krishna, why am I facing all of this? To which Krishna would say, kaha va nirundhyat deivam. Who indeed can prevent fate? If it is destined that somebody has to die, we cannot stop them. Aham manye iti vinetum garbam. I believe in this. And this was what was told to remove that pride. Jishnoho kuntitam asya buddhim. But when Arjuna asked this to Krishna and Krishna revealed this, stating that yes, who can stop fate? That is when there was a false arrogance in Arjuna, thinking that I was thinking Krishna is very, very Shaktivan. He's also he's omniscient, omnipresent, sarvagya. He doesn't seem to know what is the way to protect the child. So, well, there was a pride. Jishnoho kuntitam asya buddhim. That pride had clouded his intellect. Manuja dhiyatvai. And for a moment he thought, well, this man Krishna, who's my cousin, is just, after all, a human being. Manuja dhiya tvai vidhatum tattvarudham cha. And for raising his spiritual knowledge, paramatama pada prekshanena. You wanted to show that supreme abode of Vaikuntham to him. Paramatama pada. Parama, supreme. Tama, the best. Pada, abode. So the best of the supreme abodes you wanted to show. Parama tamapada prekshanena, says Bhaṭṭatiri in this Shlokam. As he continues, Nashta ashtasya putraha punarapitava tupekshaya kashtavadaha spashto jato jananam atha tadavasare dvarakam apapathaha maitriya tatroshitosau navamasutamrutau vipravaryav prarodam shutva chakre pratigyan anupakrita suta sannivekshye krishanum asya ashtaputraha nashtaha. The 8 sons of the Brahmanas are dead. Tu punaha api, but again, kashtavadaha jananan, a piteous talk among all the people. Jataha spashtaha tava upekshaya, was clear it was due to that indifference that you showed. Atha tad avasare parthaha dvarakāmāpa. That day Arjuna came to Dwaraka. Ushitaha tatra maitriya, stayed there for the cause of friendship. Shutva vipravaryav prarodam, again when he heard the wail of the Brahmana. Navama sutamritau, at the death of the 9th child. Asau chakre pratignyam, Arjuna took a vow. What did he take? Iti sannivekshye krishanum, I shall get into the fire. I don't know, somehow Arjuna is very fond of fire. Maybe he was blessed by Agni Deva with Gandiva. Even before Jayadratha's death, he said, if I don't kill Jayadratha, I'll jump into fire. Now he says, Sannivekshe Krishanum, I shall jump into fire. Anupakrita sutaha, if I don't get to protect the next child. It continues, Mani satvama prishtva dvija nilayagato bana jalair mahastraihi rumdhana sutigeham punarapi sahasa drishtanashte kumare yamyamaindrim tathanyaha suravara nagarir vidyaya sadhya sadhyo mogho dhyogaha patishyan hutabhuji bhavata sasmitam varito bhut saha mani aprishtva tvam. That particular Arjuna, without even asking you, dvija nilaya gataha, having gone to the house of that Brahmana. He went to that Brahmana's house. Rumdhanaha sutigeham mahastraihi. He covered the sutigeham. Sutigeham is a labor ward with different kinds of missiles. Banajalaihi, with beautiful arrows. Punaha api kumare. Then when the newborn child, sahasa drishtanashte, that child also seemed to disappear. Asadhya sadhyaha vidyaya, having gone with the power of that yoga. Yamyam aindrim tatha, that Arjuna, who had once gone to the lokam of Indra, of Agni, of Varuna, of Yama, Anyaha Suravara Nagari, to the other abodes of the Devas, Mogho Dhyogaha, all his efforts having become absolutely fruitless. Patishyan Hutabhuji, was ready to jump into fire. But what happened? Abhutavaritaha bhavata, but Krishna did not let his dear friend Arjuna fall into fire. He held his hand, sasmita, with a smile. What did the smile say? That is why I said do not interfere. That is why I said do not make such false promises. That is why I said do not make any pledge without my permission. This is what that smile meant. How is Krishna going to protect his dear friend? Because the Brahmana will not let Arjuna go that easily. All that in the next episode.
कल्याणरूपाय कलौ जनानां कल्याणदात्रे करुणासुधाब्दे कंवादिदिव्यायुधसत्कराय वातालयाधीश नमो नमस्ते। नारायण 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 नारायण